So go for it.
Yeah,
Maybe two.
I'm gonna
Maybe
take a
two.
step back. And when you're writing and the story is coming to light, what's your process? Do you have um a script or an outline that you're working from, or as you're writing the book it just unfolds in your head and you basically put it down on paper? Like, do you have a plan when you start writing a book? Do you know how it's going to end and how you're going to get there, or is it something that unfolds in that creative process?
The creative process happens throughout the day, throughout the night. No, nothing is finished in an entire weekend. Now, I may tear up some notes. I may do an awesome job for details. I may throw down the way I want characters to look or the way I liked something, and then I will piece that together and kind of build on it. I would say almost always I have a beginning. Almost always, and the beginning doesn't necessarily happen to start off that way. The beginning is my beginning of what my story is. It doesn't mean that's how you as a reader, and hopefully one day you as someone who watches movies when I get adapted, will experience it, right? So I like to go forward and back. I have a great skill at doing dream sequences. That all happens, but the way it happens is about 12 packs of sticky notes, 3 or 4 notebooks, a phone that with a stylus, a computer, a notepad, a Word document. So whatever happens to be around when I think of something, I will write it down. My first book, Bereft Reality, all written down. I wrote it at work, at home, in the break room at work, on camping trips, at friends' houses, just wherever something popped in my head. Wherever I thought of something, I wrote it down. The true horror of Bereft Reality lies in me going through all the pages of documents and notes and reading my handwriting and transcribing. God awful. It was awful. So that's the first one last one to this point, that I truly wrote all on paper and pen. And because I consider that double handling, yes, it's great. I have all that notes, but you know what? I have an electronic paper trail as well. Don't care too much about that. I really don't. But so yes, I never sit down and say I would like to do A, B, and C. There's no list, and I'm big about saying there's no list about checkboxes. I don't have a series of X amount of ways I want people to die in a certain book. There's not a method or a plan or a formula. Some of my books have a really strong and detailed woman cast. Almost all women in the book. The guys are there to support, literally hold up at times, but really to be someone that women just roll right over as they make their way through my story. So there's no formula. There's not a. Some books are more balanced as far as family goes. Basically, simple mom, dad, two kids. Sometimes there's no children at all. Sometimes there's a couple married couples. Sometimes it's a diverse group of friends. And I wrote Site 23 as a large group of diverse friends that are, some are married, some are dating, some are guy and guy, girl and girl. It's very, very detailed, and none of that started that way. So to answer your question, I have something that happens and something that comes up, and I say, what next? What if? And then where that goes, you'll have to read my books.